For most of my life, it has been very hard for me to find a game that I actually love playing. With a lot of games that I play, it feels like the gameplay itself, like its movement, mechanics, and overall game feel, aren't very fun for me. Very commonly with AAA games, I don't enjoy moving around that much, because with a lot of games, even with a huge budget, all you end up doing for movement is just... This is mostly a problem with open world games like Starfield and other Bethesda games. This is all purely just my opinion, but if you're going to make an open world, I believe that movement is the most important aspect of the game on a fundamental level, because if I don't enjoy traversing through the world, I'm not gonna stay in that world. A good example of good traversal gameplay is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. With its use of gliders to make getting up to high vantage points a rewarding experience, the shield surfing to make going downhills a quick and enjoyable process, and adding strategy for climbing with its stamina system. But the reason that I'm saying all this is because around 5 months ago, I was pleasantly surprised when I played a cute little indie game on stream and ended up playing it for 5 hours straight. Both because it was the most fun stream I've ever had, but also because the game itself had some of the most fun movement I've experienced in a game all year. And not only is the movement fun, but the story, the world, the style, the characters, and everything was truly great. And what makes it even more amazing is that nobody really knows about this game, and I found it by complete accident. So today, I want to shine a spotlight on one of the best semi-open world games I've played in a long time. And that game being... Lil Gator Game is a 3D platformer released back in 2022, and it might be the cutest game I've played all year. With its extremely charming character design, colorful world, and adorable characters, Lil Gator Game is an extremely pleasant gaming experience that not only lets you waddle, but also surf on dirt! The game follows this little gator trying to create the most fun game to try to get his older sister to play with him again, because she's become so busy with college lately that she never really plays with him anymore. To do this, you gather as many kids as possible to join your makeshift town you build with everyone, and each new member usually has a quest for you to partake in. And when I say that each member has a quest when you talk to them, I'm talking over 50 unique quests and 50 unique characters with their own personality and quirk. What makes Lil Gator Game so fun to play on a fundamental level is the movement and how it feels to play the game. In the early stages of the game, you unlock 3 mechanics. Your sword, which you use to break stuff, a shield that you use to surf with, and a shirt which acts as a glider. And this might sound familiar because it is very clear that this is heavily inspired by Breath of the Wild, and that's a good thing. Because not only is it inspired by Breath of the Wild, but I kind of enjoyed this game's movement a bit more, to be honest. I love how weightless you feel and how fast-paced everything is. You're not going to be running in a certain direction for longer than 10 seconds before you can do something, and in the game your sword and shield don't break, so you don't have to be resourceful with your use of it, and there's always something close by for you to interact with. To be fair though, Lil Gator Game is a short game, only lasting around 5 hours if you want to 100% it, but I had an absolute blast for those 5 hours because everything is so neatly packed together. You never have to waddle for too long to run into a fun new character that will offer unique and charming dialogue. There's these cardboard monsters all around the world too that are really satisfying to break apart, and you never really run out of them to break. As you progress through the game, you gain confetti, which acts as a currency which can be used to buy different hats, shields, and swords, and you can even unlock Ragdoll, which... every game should have a ragdoll feature. This game is just so fun. You can really tell the amount of focus that was placed on making the game as entertaining as possible, and it just has everything I could ask for in a game, because not only is it fun to just walk around, but the dialogue is amazing too. Every single character has a charm, personality, and unique thing about them. When I was streaming the game, I voice acted every character, and it was the most fun game to voice act because of how much versatility there was with so many different characters that were really easy to find a voice for. Lil Gator Game is also just a really pleasant game to look at. The art style is vibrant, cute, and simplistic, which I love, and I can't underestimate how much personality this game has, from the menu to the inventory screen, the world, the characters, the dialogue box, the music, the sound design, and everything. And then we have the story. The main story of this game is a really heartwarming and cute tale of this brother and sister and their relationship with each other. The entire point of the game, and the reason you are doing everything, is to get your older sister to play with you again. The very beginning of the game begins as we see the brother and sister creating this game that the brother loves so much, where the sister would create the rules and stakes and the brother would have a blast with her. Throughout the map we see these memories of the brother and sister as we see what it was like in the past when they would play together. But then, as she started college, she stopped playing. Whenever she'd be home, she'd always be too busy with schoolwork, which made it so even when the sister was there, the brother still never got to see his sister. I'm not going to spoil how the rest of the story goes because I'm making this video to show you, the viewer, how cool it is in the hopes you play it, but I really like the story that's told here. It's nothing dark or really serious, it's just you really do feel for the characters in this game, and it's articulated so well how everybody feels. I gotta be honest here, I don't think I have a critique for this game. Maybe I'm a bad game reviewer, but this game generally has been the best gaming experience I've had all year. I think streaming it added to the experience just because of how fun it was for me to voice act all the characters, but even without the voice acting or streaming, this game is an incredibly enjoyable experience in every way possible. If you're looking for an open world game that's truly fun to explore with cute characters and a really happy and good vibe, I can't recommend Little Alligator Game enough. And if you got Xbox Game Pass, you can get it on there for free, or you could get it on Steam for only $20. And it's truly worth your attention and money because this game is amazing. And I'm not even sponsored, I just want more games like this. But in conclusion, Little Alligator Game is an incredibly underrated video game, and I think it's heavily deserving of more attention and praise. It's a video game that I've been looking for a long time. A game where the movement is fun, there's multiple characters to voice act, I like voice acting, multiple different things to do that are all non-linear and you can pick and choose what to do next, and a game that just wants you to have fun as the player. Ragdoll button. Ragdoll button. But with all that being said, thank you for watching this video. I know it's been like 5 months since I last released a video. Trust me, it was not just because I was lazy, I was very busy and doing a lot of stuff. For example, I've been making some music related videos on my channel Guzo. If you'd like to see me make a song in 1 minute, 10 minutes, and 1 hour, you can watch it on this channel. I'm gonna be doing some like unscripted stuff on there. And I'm also working on an album, which I'm gonna show you a little snippet of it right now. Sit myself down to that part. I'll be seated right here. Alright, enough of that. I do plan on releasing a lot more videos, a lot more frequently from this point onward. But for now, I hope you enjoy this little mini video that I made. And if you do play Little Gator Game, definitely do let me know what you think of it in the comments below. In the description of the video, there should be a link to the VOD of me playing the game, and I do highly recommend you watch it because it is like one of the best streams I've ever had. It was so fun, and yeah. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.